When you're 50, you're doing a lot of things you have to do. And when you're 80, you have more options. When I was 45, I had a birthday party. I couldn't believe I was going to be 50. That's how, this baby. And I had 4 friends over who knew me different times of my life from when I was in grade school on up. And we put butcher paper on the wall, and my friend Diana wrote with the magic marker, and it was everything I ever wanted to do. And one of the things I wanted to do was be in a play. I had never been in a play. This is for my 45th birthday. And so then we came up with a first step for each thing. And the first step was to get on the mailing list for Berrien Little Theater. So about 6 months later, I got the thing. It said they were having auditions, and I went and I got cast. And it was the scariest and most fabulous experience of my life. This is Gordie. We were married when we were seniors at Washington State. We were there the last year. It was still Washington State College, the State College of Washington, and then it turned into Wazoo. And we had 5 children. Rick's the oldest, Dave, Kathleen, John, and Maria. A lively bunch. Very different from each other, which is really nice, and very devoted to each other. One of the things I really admire about those kids is that they hung in there. They could use their brains even though they were in great mourning. My husband got cancer when he was 56 or 57, and it was a very rare form of cancer, ocular melanoma, which starts at the back of the eye, believe it or not. And it's like melanoma. It's black, and it can move around. And it turned out that it did for him. So he had a year from when it was diagnosed until we knew that it had spread to his liver. Then he had about another year and a couple of months, and during that time had an experimental surgery at National Institutes of Health in Bethesda, and it was a nightmare. So there was this huge experience of ready or not growth, and it was life-altering, of course. And then the impossible thing happened. You wouldn't write this in a script because no one would believe it. That a month and 3 days after Gordie died, my son Dave was killed in a car accident. It was about 3, I think, when I got the knock on the door. And I thought, he's going to have to knock twice. I just knew what it was. And my first thought, when I realized what it was that I couldn't do anything for Dave. But how am I going to tell my other children? They just lost their dad. And all of a sudden, our family was changed so much, from a family of 7 to a family of 5, and a family with 4 men to a family with 2 men. I would be matter of fact, I would be strong, I would get done what needed to be done, but all the time I was pushing away how I was really feeling. I got some wonderful advice. She said, feel what you're feeling. And that's a huge concept. That not only is it okay for you to do that, but you need to do that. And then this point where I would just stand in my bedroom and put my arms out and say, okay, bring it on. All right. I would feel that bad. And I would get Gordie's clothes that he had laid out that he was going to wear the next day. Then he died in the morning. Dave's clothes that he had on when he died in the car. And I would hug him, and I'd sit in my closet and howl and roll around and howl. And I'm not a howler, but I guess I am. But you know what happens? pretty soon you stop and you wipe your eyes and you put their clothes away and you go out and get the mail and get on with your life. And there's a tremendous amount of power in that. That's what I found, is that I wasn't just giving in and being weak. I could feel that badly, that devastated, and not stay there, and could, you know, crawl out the other side. There's an awful lot of power in that. You know, so every once in a while, when I have something really hard to do, I remember that I've already done something harder. I'm so grateful for everything. How did I happen to be born white at a time when that gives you advantages? And to my parents who had more than 2 brain cells to rub together, you know, I'm so grateful that just so much of it was luck, and I feel very, very fortunate. I really think, for the first time in my life, that I am finding out who I am. I remember at 17 and freshman at Washington State thinking, who am I really, you know? Well, now that I'm 80, I think I'm getting an idea about who I am, because I have no family connection. No one has any expectations of me here. And I'm old enough that I can do pretty much what I want to, and they figure, well, she's old anyway, that's why she does that. Yeah, I'm so fortunate I'm here.